think we could actually be friends afterwards? You know what you're doing.
We need to save this when the camera's
No, it's fine.
I think they're rolling right now.
You guys are rolling.
It starts off camera. They're so panicked. And then as soon as they start talking to each other, you can see the tension change in the room. I mean, I was like a spectator for most of it, which was fantastic for me. That's bad blood.
This was the first time in my life that I've ever seen a fighter lose and then go on some type of victory tour. This guy.
No, there was
this guy was going to events.
There was no.
He was doing interviews.
Listen, we were
buying cars.
Chris, no, that was your car that you gave me. That was the 500 grand for your unprofessionalism that gave me that car.
You flew over to America. You're taking pictures of people. Oh, I'm so grateful for the love and the support the fans are showing me. You're going on like you won. You do understand you lost, right?
You want me to finish?
He had all 10 toenails.
First fight was the fight of the year contender. And for me, you're going to get exactly the same next time, but we just need a little bit more smartness from Conor Benn. The heart's great, but don't be so reckless and wild when you can outbox this guy. And he's brought in Bomac, one of the best trainers in the world.
After the press conference, Conor Benn came face-to-face with Chris Eubank Jr., but his words didn't show confidence. They sounded more like excuses. He spoke about respect, but it was obvious he was unsettled. Eubank has already shaken him before, and now it seems like Benn is trying to convince himself more than anyone else.
It is. There's been a lot of respect anyway. Personally, I don't like him. He thought I was going to be an easy touch, which is why he fought welterweight. So is there much respect there? Not really, but ultimately, I'm ready to honour my side of the agreement, which was the 2-fight deal, and it's safe to say he's scared. He almost lost. Could have gone either way to a welterweight.
But when Chris Eubank Jr. speaks, everything changes. He's not just confident, he's issuing a warning. Eubank makes it clear to Conor Benn, "I've beaten you once, and next time I won't hold back. No hiding behind 12 rounds. I'm coming to end this early." It's a sharp, direct threat, and Benn knows it.
Still going to poke and prod, but the fact is we created something special. We're going to try and create something even more special November 15th. Animosity is still there, but it's not like it was before where it was like, I've been waiting for 3 years to fight this guy and I just want to get my hands on him. I've got my hands on him now. I've beaten him. So now it's kind of like, all right, well, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it even better. Let's see what happens. It's a different energy.
You see yourself knocking him out this time round?
I think so. That's the goal. That's going to be the game plan. I don't want to have another 12-round fight. So if I can get him out of there, I'm going to.
Carl Froch doesn't sugarcoat it. This fight is personal. Benn is desperate to erase his previous loss, but Eubank Jr. is focused on building his legacy, not making excuses. Winning again would prove total dominance. That drive to cement his place makes Chris look calm and professional, while Benn seems consumed by pride and chasing what's already behind him.
It's a fight that probably means a lot less for boxing than what it does for the actual fighters. The fighters, for them, there's a lot at stake. Conor Benn wants to overturn the decision. Chris Eubank wants to cement the decision, say that I've done it twice. Bottom line is they're making big bunts, aren't they? Big dollar, and they might as well make money. These are prize fighters. We can't begrudge them making money fighting because that's what they do. That's why they get in there.
When Conor tries to respond, his words fall flat against Eubank's authority. He tries to brush it off, but frustration seeps through. Bringing up excuses only shows he's rattled by Eubank's mind games. Chris has already beaten him once, and it's clear the memory still lingers. This isn't just control, it's lasting impact. Eubank Jr. is already setting the tone for the fight, long before the bell rings.
You could say the same when he slapped me, punched me, whatever it was. It's like he's got to play this victim card. He needs to shift that victim mentality, or it's the narrative he's pushing. So whatever he's doing, it really don't concern me, man.
Eddie Hearn steps in to defend Benn, but his words feel more like damage control than real conviction. He talks about respect, yet it's Eubank Jr. who's already earned it in the ring. Hearn is trying to cover up Benn's cracks, but no amount of talking can undo a loss.
This guy has zero respect for anything. And I hope people can see through it. Some will, some won't. But if you can't see them, that's a lot of what happened up there was just wrong. So listen, we go to work and we're in to win the fight. It's going to be different this time.
Last one.
Even Eddie Hearn admits it. Ben is reckless, relying on raw aggression instead of smart boxing. Throwing wild punches might work against lesser opponents, but against a disciplined fighter like Chris Eubank Jr., it's a recipe for disaster. Eubank's jab, patience, and ability to control distance will dismantle a brawler who leads with heart over technique. Hearn makes it clear, Ben can't win on emotion alone. He would need a rare combination of brains and bravery, and that's where he falls short. His pride drags him into firefights that favor Eubank. When even his own promoter is warning him, the flaws are undeniable. Against Chris, just being a little bit smart won't cut it. You need elite ring IQ, and Ben doesn't have it.
Conor Benn's Conor Benn. But I want him just to be a little bit smarter. We can't, like Nigel said, he's just winging away. And the heart's great, the balls are great, but you can outbox this guy as well. You're going to have to stand and fight because he's going to try and walk you down and be the bigger man. But just be a little bit smart with it as well.
Chris Eubank Jr. delivers a harsh reality check. No sugarcoating, no theatrics, just cold, hard truth. He strips away Ben's facade, calling him out as nothing more than hype fueled by Eddie Hearn's spin. It stings because it's accurate. Ben isn't a champion, never was, and pretending otherwise is laughable. Eubank's words carry weight because he's already proven himself in the ring. When he calls Ben an embarrassment, it's not just trash talk, it's a statement backed by dominance. This is Eubank's power, psychological warfare before fight night. By labeling Ben a fraud, he exposes the cracks in his opponent's mindset. Every jab of insult keeps Ben angry, reactive, and predictable. That's how a true fighter seizes control.
You know, I'm going to tell you right here and now, you ain't no champ. And you most definitely ain't no people's champ, so get that out of your head. You keep letting Eddie Hearn blow smoke up your ass and you're going to end up being even more of an embarrassment than he is. These men are not men of the people. They are pretending. They're pretending to be the good guys. Wolves in sheep's clothing, if you will. They will do anything they can.
Yet some analysts still see a chance for Ben, Johnny Nelson among them. Nelson suggests Ben might have the edge in a rematch. But looking at the first fight, that argument doesn't hold. Eubank controlled the pace, neutralized Ben's wild swings, and proved superior in every aspect. If anyone hit a ceiling, it was Ben, not Chris. Sure, Ben might improve, but going from reckless to slightly less reckless doesn't change the outcome. Experience, composure, and ring IQ all belong to Eubank Jr. A second fight only widens the gap. Ben may last the distance, but surviving isn't winning. Fans aren't interested in excuses or moral victories. They want dominance. And Chris has already shown he can deliver it. Expect him to do it a guy.
I do see improvement there for Conor, and I do think the results will be different the other way around in the next fight. I think it'll go the distance all over again.
Tony Bellew sums it up perfectly. This isn't just a fight. It's a war full of pride, pain, and raw emotion. And that's exactly where Chris Eubank Jr. thrives. He embraces the pressure, uses the rivalry as fuel, and turns intensity into advantage. Ben, on the other hand, seems to be cracking under the weight of expectation. Bellew acknowledges the rivalry is real, but the difference is in how each man handles it. Eubank stays composed, businesslike, and ready for another brutal night. Ben has already admitted that respect is missing, and underneath, it's clear insecurity is at play. The drama and build-up are massive, but when the bell rings, it won't be about hype. It will be about who is tougher, smarter, and colder under fire. And that's Eubank Jr. every single time.
Nice, it's one of the worst pains you'll ever have. But listen, it's been done. Some find it funny, some don't. It's all part and parcel. When you get involved in these kind of things, you have to just accept it. And everyone's bought into the fight. We all know the drama, the rivalry's real. My greatest worry is these two boys don't bump into each other when no one's around. Yeah, because if they do, it's happening. I'll 100%. It's worse than that, mate.